Alright everyone, today I'm trying out Iron Nest, a simulator where you operate an artillery vessel using real calculations, scouting intel, and printed orders. This is Mission 1, Calibration Fire. Iron Nest has been commissioned. Pre-operational ranging is required before active deployment. A target has been designated by High Command for calibration purposes. Confirmation of fire accuracy is the sole objective. Alright, so the main goal of this game is we're going to get our orders on this piece of paper. We're going to have to measure on a map where we want to send the bomb or the artillery strike. We're going to calculate the distance that needs to be done, load it all up, and we can rotate and adjust the elevation and the angle for the artillery and fire it. We have a gas mask here, but I kind of don't like wearing this, so I'm just going to put it back. We also have some music here, which we must always have some good music when we're fighting the war. Alright. So here's our map. We're here right now. We're going to go check out some areas in here. Alright, so first off, High Command to Iron Nest, begin calibration firing testing. Plot your firing trajectory to target on the map. Fire HE shell at the target. And it's going to give us a few different things to look at here. So what's cool is we have this little clipboard here of information. So we can actually say Iron Nest location and our target 1. So we come over to the map here. And we can see this is our little turret here. Says our Iron Nest location is H3. I think I might have already been in the right spot. H355. So this is our starting point here. Our target location is at Q442. And that is over here. So what we can do is we can draw a line to our target. And it automatically gives us the bearing and range information. So we can take that information in over here, and we'll put the distance in to our calculator, which is 8.92. We gotta put 2 power charges in here because 1 won't get us that far. And we calculate our elevation at 53.52. So we can come over here. We have all of our bombs in here. And let's go ahead and load it in place. Alright. Since we calculated for 2 charges, let's put 2 powder charges in here. And load it up. Alright. As that is going, we can then rotate our turret. So we take this knob, we'll move it over and rotate it up to 85. Alright, you can see everything moving here. And it gets just about close enough. Center this off and fine tune it from here. So we're going 85.5. There we are. And this is our elevation. So we want it to be elevated at 53.52. So we'll push this up to about there, probably. As that goes, we can see our elevation changing here. See the flight time, shell type, whether it's armed. So we have our fire mission confirmed. Shell type is confirmed. Our bearing is confirmed. The ranging here, make sure we change that. Other way, we go 53.52. There we are. Ranging confirmed. We gotta arm the gun. Alright, and fire. Alright, So we don't actually get to see the bomb, but this is the simulator, as if we were actually in the artillery station. So we send it out, and this map will show us where the bomb should be landing. Takes some time, but once it lands there, then we can get some reconnaissance information about the surrounding area from which the bomb landed. So we have some surveillance going around the top. Alright, so we go look back over here. You can then see we killed a civilian enemy outpost, but we also blew up part of our own hospital. This is a little downstairs area where we can sleep and we can make coffee, and we got some different things going on. Let's get out of here. Look at our orders. Calibration confirmed, iron nest nearby, stand down, await additional operations. Ceasefire, friendly hospital destroyed. Yes, why would you tell me to shoot something there when there's a hospital right next to it? I don't know why. Alright, we'll go down and we'll go to sleep for now. Monstrous strike on Mercy Ward. Oh yeah, that's on the hospital. Whoops. Murdered 163 people, maiming over 300 citizens. That is not my fault. Alright, let's move on to this next mission here. Intelligence has identified an anti-monarchist element operating within the city. Separately, High Command has scheduled a celebratory illumination over the Royal Palace to mark the General's Peace Initiative. Iron Nest has been assigned both operations. Alright, so we wake up from the bottom here. First thing first, we can make some coffee. So we have these little notes here that tell us how to make the coffee. Essentially, we gotta select our roast, put the cup in, balance our heat and pressure, and then start and stop brewing at the correct time. How do I get rid of this? So we'll go coffee in there, put a little cup in there, and then let's go ahead and move the pressure. Try to keep everything in the green, I believe. Make sure everything is all up in the green. Oh, I don't want that light on. It's too bright. Alright, this is sitting in the green. I like this. Turn this on. Move this a little bit. Move this down a little. Oh, up a little. Down a little bit. Oh, it's going to be not good. Oh. Alright, and we drink it. So how good was that coffee? Daily grind, great, perfect. Quality 39%, pressure 92, temperature 83, timing 0. Why is my timing 0%? That doesn't seem right. That's the thing I've noticed about this game. I feel like this is the only thing I don't like, is that the coffee timing doesn't seem to work. But that's okay. We made some coffee, and let's get up back into our bunker. Let's move that back and check out our orders. A hostile element has been identified within the city. Triangulate the target position and destroy it. HE ordnance. Check adjacent typewriter for field reports. Iron Nest is still here. So we can just get rid of these ones. Keep the Iron Nest. Spotter 1, Spotter 2 are different locations. And we also have target 1 is at these spots from Spotter 1. So let's go to the map. We have this is still in the same spot. We come over here, we have little markers here. So we can do Spotter 1 is at 09 up here. 0934. So we'll put that up there. And let's go marker 2 is going to be 0251, which is there. Alright. Now we have a bearing of 97 degrees from spotter 1. So what we can do is we can use the yellow pen here, and we can make markings, and it doesn't actually put it in the bearing down here. The white pen will just make markings and not show anything. So we can just put lines if we want to, but we'll get rid of these. And let's use the yellow because we need the angle. So 97 degrees from spotter 1. Spotter 1's here. 97 degrees is this way. So I like to put it toward the end. We'll go 97 degrees. And this is 36 degrees. It's going to be right about there. Alright. So now we want to fire from our turret to where they cross over. Alright, and we have our bearing and distance here. Moving on. 12.95 kilometers. Looks like we need to use 3 charges this time. Alright. HE round. So let's go push that forward. We have our 3 powder charges. Push those in. Alright, while that's going, we can adjust this down to 66 degrees. .0. Alright, and this one's unlocked, and we're going up, back up to 51. Right around the same spot. Alright, this all looks good to me. Shells HE. Bearing confirmed. We'll wait for the ranging. We can arm it. It's fine. 51 point. Ooh, that was close. 51.95. Alright, 51.8. Ranging confirmed. Gun is armed. And fire! Alright. And then it does it again. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. See in the bottom right, we have a little clock down there of when the time is to impact. Since we're here, we can always toss this down here too. And boom. Alright. Destroyed that civilian spot. We have 2 other civilian spots here. Target destroyed. 2 additional hostile elements have been identified in recon photos. Destroy both before proceeding. Alright. Nothing new here. Just target 1 destroyed. Alright. So now we have 2 more. These explosions are big enough, so we should be able to kill these with the same explosion. So we'll do it like right in the middle there. Put that up there. That was our old one. And we have orders for our new one, which is going to be 12.98. Pretty much the same as it was before. Move this and load this up. This we can just move it back up to 68. Alright, load our 3 charges. Pushing forward. Alright, and now this will be going right over the same spot again. 51.92, was that where I was at last time? It's a little bit further, so we had to go up a little bit. Let's see how close this is. Yep, so pretty much the same angle. Just a little bit further, a little bit lower down, 68. Oh, it kept it at 51.8. Okay, 51.92. Alright, and we're at 68. So we're good. Let's arm this. And fire! And now we wait. What is this? A plate? Oh, this is the size of the HE. Oh, that's cool. Like, that's about how big it explodes right there. That's cool. Okay. Oh, what happened? Target destroyed. Phase 1 complete. A second fire mission is now authorized. High Command orders Starburst over the Royal Palace. Star Shell only. Non-combat operation. Fire in the vicinity of the coordinates below. A ground observer will mark corrections indirectly on impact. Recon photos. Adjust and repeat fire until High Command confirms satisfactory. So we'll get some yellow numbers on here. Approximate illumination. Alright. Let's write these down. Any new information here? Nope. Alright, let's move this one. Put that down there. Alright. So we have a distance. Oh, did I click the same thing twice? I did. Alright, so we have a bearing of 256 from spotter 1. 256 is over this way. Something like that. And a distance. Actually, I guess you could do this in two different ways, actually. I could just do the distance immediately. It's a distance of 5.96 kilometers, somewhere around here. Bearing of 256. 5.96 kilometers, 256. Somewhere around there. We already know their general locations, so let's just fire up there. 4.55. So it looks like we can just use one powder charge. Oh, but we need a star. Oh, do we have a star in here? There we are. Star illumination. We just have one powder charge. And the bearing is 13.6. Let's go and just shove that down because it takes a little bit. This is up at 54.6. Alright, let it all run. This should automatically go up. Oh, too far, too far. Alright, 13.6. This one is up to 54.6. Just a little bit more. All right. 54.60. Arm that, and we're all set to go. Fire! Alright, illumination. There we are. So it's actually another 4.48 kilometers this way. So let's check this out. Somewhere in this direction. About 4.48. Something like that. Alright, so let's do another fire over here. This distance is 5.81. We can still do one charge. Oh, right, no, we have to do 2 charges. Alright, there's a gun elevation. Let's put this one back in here so we don't forget which one we're looking at. So, can I go left? Let's just stop at 0. Okay, there we go, that's nice. Alright. Send that forward. We have 2 charges. Push those forward. Let's fine tune this. 324.5. And this is going to be lower at 34.86. Once this is all set. About 34, maybe about there. Go and arm it. Ooh, that was close. 34.86. All right. Fire! All right, let's see if that was good. This is not a very good first approximate location. There we go. So that's about where it landed, looks like. I command IRNS. Starburst position confirmed. Fire mission complete. Staring down until further orders. Glory to Castile. The king looked pleased with that last one. I don't think I've ever seen him smile before. Alright. Done with this mission. Back to bed. Wait, where's the bed at? Oh, everything rotated. Alright. Here's the bed. A night of celebration marred by atrocity. Alright, there are 2 other missions that I've done before. If you guys want to watch me play them again, I am happy to do that. I can post up a video, no problem. Otherwise, there are 2 things I have not done yet. This one is... I've looked at them both. I don't remember which is which. This is the challenge. So this is like a challenge mission. Essentially, you just keep going as long as you can. It would make more sense once you look at the counter battery one. Uncontested engagement. Basically, this is just like, you just keep going as long as you want. So maybe we might try these out at some point. Until now, let's leave it as is, and we can come back to these missions later.